Hey there, Aries. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below, baby. It is free as always. And if you would like to be notified anytime I post new videos, just ring the little bell out beside it and YouTube will let you know I'm posting often, teaching you and bringing forward information to help you level up into your golden self, your big, bold, bright, beautiful, whole self, the fulfillment, the satisfaction that delights your very soul. That's why it's called Joy to the World, not just because my name is Joy. Love is the universal feeling that comes on through, but joy is the individuation. So how you feel loved is unique to you. And that's what we're moving towards here, empowering yourself to be more of who you are and be your whole beautiful self. So with that in the center, it says Aries, yes, you can. And you're like, I already know that, Joy. But I'm like, you know what? If the message is coming forward, it is for someone who is tuning in here. So let's take a peek to what that is. 23, we have Golden Palace coming on in. Look, it is a cliffhanger. Not too high off the wall, but there's a bit of secrecy that I feel like we need to delve into behind here. Because as you can see, is that the moon or is that the sun hiding behind there? But also it's covering up the entryway. And what is this entryway to? I would say it's a secret door around the corner, and that is the door to love. Now, this Lovers card is incredibly powerful here. It is a divinement that has been going on for quite some time. You can see the thread going all the way through. There is more than destiny. It is a choice, and it is a thread that has been going on for some time. This has a lot of Six of Cups energy going on in here as well, but I can see there's a little bit of resistance in your star. Maybe you have some Aquarius going on, or the other person is Aquarius, and you're wondering about what it is that makes this so different. You're like, how could this really be true? But look, that palace, see the light going on here, the light going on here. This has to do with your mindset, being open to connecting with someone in person. Okay, let me see. What are we going to get on that? Let's get another Cosmic Tarot on this. Ooh, at the bottom, Judgment. You're like, oh, yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. I've seen how things have gone before. Gemini energy going on there. Okay, but you're saying a whole new perspective, a whole new view. Get one that is centered and balanced. Get into the center of yourself, connect to yourself, and ask yourself how you truly feel about this. You're saying no snap judgments here, okay? So step off the snapper train and get on along here and give it a chance. I see stars all over the place here, so you want me to step into a little bit of the Terre de la Nuit. Ooh, we got some Emperor underneath. Does that answer your question? I see the light beam coming on in. It is a strong reflection of you. They'll talk about the mirror soul. The mirror soul is when it does away with projections and rejections, and the sun, the moon, and the star align. And that just means that magic can happen. I mean, from an individual and the other individual, okay? That there's peace here, that there's unity, that there is no leverage, no advantage being taken, that type of thing. And here we have the Chariot coming on in. Looks like still nurturing a bit of an old injury, a bit of an old wound. Maybe having lost your wing one time, your trust, your faith, your hope. A bit of like Three of Swords coming on in, that you're like, I'll lose that part of myself before I die, before I quit. But the reason you kept on going is there was more than just what is there. You know, you've been hovering up above this for some time, but it's time to come down into earth and to step out of just the moon-mindedness, because this is showing up as solar energy coming on here to see it clearly. And as we know at night, a lot of times something that could be the spooky googly eyes off in the bush, we're like, what is that? Or we hear something, we can't perceive it quite clearly. Wait for the light of day. Turn the light on and take a glance, okay? And I would say a little bit more than a glance. Meditate, all right? Reflect, quiet down, and listen without judgment, because remember, the Judgment card popped up while I was shuffling the Cosmic Tarot when we were just seeking that out, okay? Now, see here we have that bit of that projection from up above. The Eight of Pentacles is wanting it to come in and to be worth your while, to be worth your energy, but you're still in this strong consideration. But this is like, it's like a heavy mind of casting back longing, old longing going on. But the wild thing is here is that was in the era of earth, something else going on. This has to do with love. Can you see the flower in the center? The mind is projecting on so much more that's there instead of getting to the heart of the matter. Now, in the heart of the matter, what we seem to have going on here is a bit more. We have the 38. So this is talking about your psychic intellect, a bit of knowing, allowing the knowing to come. Allow yourself to know more than you have ever known before. You're talking about getting in the eye of God in the wholeness of your chart. To not... when you do that and you get out the judgment, you're no longer tipping the scales or looking at through a logic brain or a Rubik's Cube of moving it like this or that or right or wrong or one step forward, two steps back, that type of thing. You're allowing the light to come on, the light of day, the light of, I would say understanding, but we kind of have a mixed mingled feeling about that. But it's clarity to come on in, all right? Receptivity. And in that is going from this lack, or that may have exactly been it, because look where your head is at. Where your head is at, your body will follow. So I say turn around. Now the thing is, this isn't scary up in here, hyenas, because you'd be like, I don't want to turn around and get ate up. I don't want to be eaten up. You are a hyena. All right. You're of nature. You're connected to nature. You are divine in this. Trust your gut is what you are saying. You have a reproductive power. You have that intellect. You have that divine connection. You are not left out in the cold here. You are not lacking in that sense is what you're talking about. Okay. You are lacking in experience, in a diversified, colorful experience, because you just kept having the one play out over and over and over again. Sorry, we have a friend in the kitchen, so ignore the noise. But then you have your power awaken when you look at yourself head on, when you rise up above the limitation of your experience and you broadcast into the unknown. See, this was the experience in what you had. And that's why you were reticent to, you were more remiss to sit here and to gaze on what was and not even see what's right before your face. This is coming from that garden just beyond you, and it's wanting you to turn around, just like you were wanting to do here. Turn around. Hang on just 1 second. Not now. And this is rising up above it into the wholeness of your mind, and that's when these golden sparks begin to cut on, because these are the stars, right? These are the stars giving you that bit of clarity of being able to see above your experience and calling you into the golden self, to trust yourself, to trust your gut, and to trust that life has so much more for you. Look at that. All right. Mirage, oasis, mirage, oasis, fulfillment, delight, satisfaction, deprivation, being left out. Ain't nothing and never anything right there. And that will now turn on you and eat you if that is all that is left, right? You will turn on yourself. And you will create self-harm. You'll devour your own mind and you'll devour your opportunities, all right? And that's how it wants to go. So it says turn around and receive. Turn around and receive, right? So with that, we have a bit of kyanite coming in. That was a protective power for a time, trying to clear out these negative energies. But what I'm saying that I see here is that negative energy was simply fear, all right? Getting the cart before the horse is what gave some skewed results. It's now time to get in tune with your chart, in tune with yourself, the solar, the eye of God, seeing the whole big picture, that karma doesn't keep playing out. When we don't embrace our whole chart, we can be prone to karma. And karma can be good or bad, but karma is life lessons and having to learn it and earn it, learn it and earn it. And that's kind of a human way, especially here in the country where I live. It's like, oh, look what I earned, look what I did. But the thing is, love is unconditional. I'm going to just leave it at that. And you're like, there's a hole in that theory then. So let's go on through into this power. Let's rise above in this clearing. Let's come on into the divinement of ourself, the knowing of ourself in regards to others, because we see with our whole mind. With our whole mind. And you're like, I don't know if I can do that. And it says, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your gut instinct that life is wanting to be good. Don't sit there and keep scouring and scanning for a needle in a haystack and wanting them to be wrong or something to be afoot or, stuff going on, because it will create it. That energy, that scanning is an energy. It is a light that is being sent out. And you're saying, get in the golden self here. Know who you are and what you're made of. With that, there is peace. With that, there is centeredness into the center of oneself, the solarness, so that things begin to make sense. And that's what this agate is talking about, in the center of yourself. You see the resonance here, the commonality in the energies. That doesn't mean self-centered. And that doesn't mean there's a hole in your plan. That means there's room to grow. Okay, there's stuff yet to be seen, yet to be known, okay, yet to be discovered. And that doesn't mean scanning for and finding. That's a cynical mindset. Okay, that's a downturn. Wherever the head goes, the body will follow. They're telling you to lead and be open with your heart. Okay. Along here, we have Eros and love coming on in. Look at that fierce determination. This is very much a Gabriel card as well. The knowing that you are loved by life, that you are life's darling, and that you love yourself and you would do yourself no harm. When you stay in the wholeness of what you appreciate and what matters to you most, then you go forward in delight. Okay? And delight has its reward. This is delight. This is the dark. Delight, the dark, delight, the dark. Okay, and that darkness is actually fear. It devours. It's called the devourer. Okay, and when we stay in the light, this is what's coming. As we let the gift of love come on, we give life a chance, give love a chance. That doesn't mean that you open on up benefit of the doubt. No, no, no. We're talking about listening to our gut here. Okay, and when you listen to your gut and you trust your gut, and then you begin to open up and afford it the opportunity, okay, to begin to show itself, not the benefit of the doubt, there is something different there, then life can begin to show you the true results. But when you're scanning with a different eye and a different mind, you're going to tune in and find that as well, okay? Now here, this is talking about the abundance, the mirror soul again, the 11, the divine, the seeing things clearly, letting the light shine on in. This is the center of the forest. This is the middle of your knowledge. It is very much coming off of this, okay, knowing thyself. That's where all the crystals and the facets are in the center of that agate. And that's where delight comes in. Your dreams begin to find their way to the sky, to this unity, to the love that we've been talking about here, that you're like, once you begin to see a few colored flags, not red flags, and you're like, oh, wait. And they're saying quit predetermining things. Just allow the openness to be there, the observer, the witness to be there. And this is that power of witness. And you can see that horn, that cornucopia lighting up the delights of your soul and all that you're made of. And you'll begin to see your own value. And as you value yourself and appreciate yourself, you won't be diminishing and devouring and pigeonholing that type of energy going on. And that brings in the soothing clarity, this peace that passes all understanding. This is selenite. Selenite is really good at cleansing, clearing, facilitating, moving things along at a steady, even pace. It's a balancing stone as well. All right. Solidifying also, which is pretty cool. Especially since we just moved through that channel, love, mirror, soul, that whole thing. I love it. Clearing this facility and these faculties up here. Right? Okay. So next to love, we have coming in the King of Pentacles. And it shows me that you're looking forward to something now. You're looking forward to the reward of all the work you've already invested and put in. Where here, it was kind of a dismay, kind of a resignation to this is all it'll ever be, unrequited love, longing, that type of thing. We're here now is like, no, I'm on the throne. I'm up at the table. I'm ready to be satisfied, fulfilled. I'm making up my mind as to what I want to do with myself, my energy. With all this resource that I am, all this beauty, I have choices. I'm not limited. And at that point, it's no longer playing a game because you can see that face is not playing a game. If they were, the hands would be under the table, right? But here, this is the confidence in knowing who you are, that you were covered, that you have authority, you have power, and you have the power to change your mind. You don't have to just sit in judgment, like ruling and deciding how it's going to go or how it's going to be based on how things have been. Okay, this is allowing life's opportunities to still come fresh and new. There's a whole world waiting for you of treasury, of delights, of exploration, of adventure, of beautiful experiences coming in of the journey from day to day. Okay, and that leads us into this card with the cornucopia. When the King of Pentacles, love, and the cornucopia come together, it comes into victory. 6 of Wands. You see yourself clearly. You see your strength. You see your royalty, your divinity. You see the tree of life. And you see your divine connection. And you see by the light of day. You see yourself clearly. And you're like, I am pretty amazing. Wow. Wow. And it leads to that self-respect because you've connected to your destiny. You've connected to who you are and why you chose to come this way. Our destiny, the eye of God, that whole thing comes from our divine perfect self when we were up on the other side and we said, I want to look like this. I want to land here. I want to grow up in this family, this school, these experiences, that type of thing. It's finally come full circle and coming into this state of resolution in this state of radiance, in this state of awareness and of wholeness, of your power, of your, I could say your luck, but you can think what that is. Your connection to how life is working for you and for your benefit, okay? Presenting you opportunities, and that there's still so much more life to live, and it's beautiful. It's divine. You have choices. You have authority. You have power. No one's pushing things on you. No one's pigeonholing you in. No one's coming to whisk you away and put you in something that's going to hurt you. When you stay in the truth of yourself and you realize you have the power to choose, a lot of times we'll choose differently. It's not going to go like the past unless you go to what is PASSED. Okay? So turn around, face your bright future, which is really right here in front of you. It is you, my friend. Look at yourself. Look at this. Life is on your side. Love is here for you, and love is unconditional. When you embrace that, you begin to see the amazing person that you are, and that, yes, you can. You can what? I don't know. ... Ellipses. Fill in the blankety blank, 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 all after that. Remember, our affirmation is, I am abundant and prosperous. Say it with me. I am abundant and prosperous. That is right, friend. I look forward to you abounding and prospering. Remember to leave me comments or compliments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click that like button. YouTube loves for you to tickle those buttons over there, because they will send these messages out to people who might not otherwise see them, and they get an opportunity to find this out as well. Do that magic. Be yourself. All right, friend. Let me know. Check back in. More videos to come. I love you. Bye.